I believe desire and will to win is everything. I don't know why I'm like I am, but my butt's always burning. There's always something say, Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to go for it. Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to be somebody. You're supposed to make a difference with your life. What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. You look at the outside and study those two individuals, everything seems to be the same. They both are the same sex, they both are the same age, they have the same training, the same positions, the same contract, the same fringe benefits. They both are successful, they work hard, they're good family people, make tough commitments. But what's the difference? What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. He pays the price and a little bit more. He works hard and a little bit more. He's loyal to the company and a little bit more. He believes in a little bit more. He makes money and a little bit more. He saves money and a little bit more. If you want to win in these United States, you got to be tough and you can't quit. The last thing I'll talk to you about today in building this winning edge is, folks, if you want to win in business, you got to be a leader. Leadership is everything. You show me anything in these United States that win, I'll show you a leader at work. You show me a successful church, Boy Scout troop, club, football team, business, I'll show you something run by a leader. See, I thought at one time in my life you had to be smart to win. I used to have these smart people that dress so pretty and talk so pretty and use these big words. They just intimidated me. And I said, Art, you can't ever be that good. Why don't you just throw in the towel and go back and coach football for a living? And I found two things out about smart people. I think it's almost impossible for a smart person to win in business in America today. Because I find smart people spend their whole lifetime figuring things out. They're always trying to figure out an easier way and a quicker way. And another thing I found out about smart people is they just don't get around to doing nothing. And see, somebody like Art Williams, everybody says, well, he can't do it. And somebody like that can't do it. But he does it. See, folks, I want you to know almost everybody in America almost does enough to win. They almost get there. They almost are over the hump. They almost have it going. They almost in everything they do, almost as a way of life to almost everybody in America. But the winners do it. What do? They do whatever it takes to get the job done. They do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to be somebody they're proud of. We need leaders in America who can do it. If you want to become somebody, do it. If you want to go in business for yourself, do it. If you want to become financially independent, do it. I hear too much talk in these United States. Everybody can talk a good game. We need people in America who can do it. I go all over this country with A.L. Williams, and I have people say, Art, you can count on me. Wonderful. Just do it. Art, I guarantee you this is my last stop. I'm going to win now. Super duper. Just do it. Art, if I could just have one good month and get the ball going, I know I could make it big. Super. Just do it. Art, if I could just pay off this debt, I could really go. Great. Just do it. Art, if I could just sell my house. Do it. But houses ain't selling. Do it anyway. Art, I'm not making any money. What can I do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, I guarantee I'm going to win this contest. Super duper. Just do it. Art, I'm over the hump now. Watch my smoke. Great. Just do it. Art, I want to make it so bad I can taste it. What I do? You just do it. Art, I'm a vice president now. Can I quit doing it? No. Art, I don't know if I can keep on keeping on. I'm really hurting what I do. You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, all my life I wanted to be somebody important. Well, what do it then? Art, I'm going to save money so I don't have to go through this again. Great. Just do it. Art, I don't feel like I've had enough training. What I do? You just do it. Art, my manager don't give me no help. What I do? You just do it. Art, you don't understand. I was Mr. Everything at my former company. You don't mean I have to start off down at the bottom and do it, do you? Yep, you really got to do it. Art, what's the primary difference between winners and losers? The winners do it. They do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to finally have achieved something unique, and how glad they are that they didn't quit like everybody else, and how wonderful it is to finally be somebody they're proud of and make a difference with their life. Thank you.
All right, all right, all right. Ready for evolution. Who out there is ready to get? Let's make some noise in the house by chiming in, letting us know who you are and where you're chiming in from.
D. Clark, Savannah, Georgia.
Hey, Savannah, Georgia.
Tyson Whittington, Arizona.
Arizona.
North Carolina.
North Carolina in the house. Let's go, let's go. Who else we got?
You got Tony, Chicago.
We have Atlanta, Georgia. We have Chicago as well. Come on with it. Come on, let's bring that energy in the room.
Florida in the house.
New York.
Atlanta, Georgia. Raymond Street
Atlanta,
Farmers.
Georgia. We also have New York, and who's in the house?
Florida.
Florida in the house. Hey, brother Greg. Who else we got?
Connecticut.
Connecticut. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. All right, folks, in case we
Florida.
have not. Oh, Florida, that's right. I'm gonna go work on my tan too. All right, folks, in case we have not had the opportunity to meet personally, I'm your brother and friend, Brother Eric Trey Muhammad, and I'm known as the Wealth Minister because my role, goal, and responsibility to ensure that there are options out here for society, options where you can have ownership and control of your resources. And we'll dive into that a little deeper so you'll understand why that passion of mine is there. Because, folks, what we're faced with right now is a fight for our survival. You want to participate in your own rescue in this hour, in this age. And before we get started into what it is that we have, I would like very much to introduce you to the president of Bankers, our brother and friend, a great leader who is now sits at the helm of over 60,000 members, our brother and friend, President Mr. Al Aarons. Al, are you available? You're muted if you are.
Yes, Mr. Eric, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, loud and clear. Greetings to you.
Greetings and thank you for those kind words, everybody. And I just wanted to stop by, first of all, and congratulate you for all being here on a Saturday evening in the Christmas week, if you will, on our way to New Year's. And just to bring a little exciting news, if I may, that we are going to be doing a second launch Zoom in January, part 2. And who here was on the first Zoom? Maybe you can raise your hand electronically or physically. If you were on the first launch Zoom, we were packed out, almost 2,000 people. If anybody was there, I see a couple hands starting to go up. I see Miss Lisa's hand go up and Miss Natural Sister goes up. And anybody else on the Zoom? If you weren't, Tim Grady, welcome. Glad you're on the Zoom there, sir. All right, all right. We're broadcasting from Mexico City, our corporate office. Chosen was on. Excellent, excellent. And by the way, if you weren't, you'll get a second chance to be on the Zoom in January, part 2, because we're going to be releasing tools that are going to help you build your organization and achieve the level of success you desire and deserve. We're going to be launching some programming like our private brand program for communities and companies alike. We'll be launching our leadership achievement program that's going to excite you if you're here to help a lot of people and to receive some amazing benefits. One of them will be this amazing gold card I have here in my hand. Yes, I see Dee's got her hand. I know she probably wants this gold card. And we're going to have some other exciting news. So that's going to be coming out in January. And just to mention, We're just thankful and grateful for this leader, Mr. Eric, who's with us, who a team just hit 700, Club 700. That's fantastic, Mr. Eric. Congratulations on 700 members plus.
I actually need to, yeah, you said plus, we're very close to 800
Oh,
now.
well,
That's
even
an
better.
old sign.
Even better. All right. All right. And we are looking to have our very first Bankus World Tour event coming up in late March in Hotlanta, Georgia. So we're going to be having the very first Bankus event ever, historic, in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. And everyone here will be invited. And I look forward to meeting all of you there. We're going to bring in the founders of the company and the executives of the company. And we're going to have some training and recognition and just amazing good time for everybody. So I just want to let everybody know the good news coming out from Bankus in 2026. And again, I want to congratulate this team, Believe, for almost 800 members. That's fantastic. I know you're on your way to 1,000 very soon.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you're going to go way above that in 2026. So thank you, Mr. Eric. And again, congratulations.
Folks, y'all unmute your mics and give it up for Mr. Al Aarons, president of Bankers, with the great news. Thank you so much, Brother Al.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Al.
Thank you, Al.
Excellent news. Can't wait for the event in Atlanta.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're going to move straight ahead. I want to, and while Brother Al's here, he's just for a few moments, I'm almost positive, but I'm going to share the screen again. I want to show you why it's so necessary that we provide this kind of platform where we make this good news known. You know, Al, in his history, he was once the owner of 3 banks. Okay. And so he has a very good understanding of a banking system, what it allows us to control, what it allows us to have. And you're in an age now where I want you to become familiar with 2 terms and why we're on the if you will, we are on the receiving end of great chastisement in these institutions. First, I want to make you avail to a term known as bailout. Bailout is when outside money is used to save a failing company or bank so it doesn't collapse. Usually the money comes from the government, meaning taxpayers. So it's coming from us, right? The goal is to prevent bigger damage to the economy, they say, and it's common practice during financial crises. And you have to know that the world is in crisis, and America in particular, North America, all of it in particular, is in heavy downfall. It couldn't sink any faster than if it was on a gasoline-soaked diving board and you had on flame bathing suit. You know, the example, during the 2008 financial crisis, some banks were bailed out by governments to stop the banking system from collapsing. And of course, who pays? Let me just go back to that slide. And of course, who pays, folks? It's us. It's the taxpayers via government funds. We're the ones that pay because government would not have funds if it were not for taxation. Okay, so bailout. If you're familiar with what I say is a bailout, everybody say bailout. You got to unmute to say it.
Bail out.
Bail out.
Bail out.
All right. Now, here's another element that serves as the opposite in pronunciation. When you have bail out, you now also have bail in. But let me share with you what this is. A bail in is when a failing bank uses its own money and the money of people invested in it to stay afloat. Bet you didn't think that could happen. You put your money in the bank, you think you're comfortable, you think you're secured, you don't go back for it, but the money belongs to them. A bail-in is when a failing bank uses its own money and the money of people invested in it to stay afloat. Losses are absorbed by shareholders, bondholders, sometimes large depositors, usually only amounts above insured limits. No government money is used in a bail-in. If a bank is failing, it may convert investors' bonds into shares or reduce their value to cover losses. Who pays? We do, folks. Investors and sometimes large depositors and non-taxpayers. So you're talking about on the bailout as well as the bail-in, we bear the brunt of the debacle. You're looking to save an institution that was never positioned to provide us ownership or control, and we just willingly give them our funds. This is why I understand more than ever what Mr. Aaron shares when he tells you that banks are not our friends. But we are positioned here with this presentation, and you're going to see how and why, where you have both control and ownership in the decentralized space. It's very key, very important that you understand in order to fully represent your resources, you must own them and control them. If you understood what I just said, I need y'all to unmute your mics right now and say, got it.
Hoorah!
Got it, brother.
Got it.
All right. So let's move on to some essential things. I want you to know that Tuesday and Thursday of next week, well, I don't know if we're doing it Thursday, that's New Year's, but Tuesdays and Thursdays, each week, we have the Bankers Referral Network team providing the presentation. That's our Team Eagles presentation, led by President Al Aarons and Mr. Fred Moore. Tuesdays, 2 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern, and Thursdays, 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern.
Mr.
You need
Aaron,
to make,
we'll
yes, sir.
we'll do it on New Year's Day for sure. Thank you very much.
Excellent, thank you. We need to make sure that we get a screenshot of this and make it available far and wide because we want to be anti-bailers. We want a world, a community that's in position to secure their resources. So every Tuesday and Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Eastern, we provide the Bankers presentation. Please make sure that you screenshot this so you have the information on where to go for the Zoom, what the password is, and share with everyone you know, like, and love. Okay? We want the world to participate in their own rescue. All right. Now, let's talk about this Bankers operation. Folks, you're in a decentralized Visa cryptocurrency debit card space. And when we say decentralized, simply we just mean private. Bankers believes in privacy, believes in our privacy, and our willingness or ability to control our own holdings and happenings. All right, so you're going to learn a little more about this operation. And I want you to understand that this represents a solution. We had a beautiful presentation on yesterday with some serious add-ons from our brother and friend, Mr. Neville Easley. And one thing he shared about bankers, he shared about it being constantly a solution. He referred to it as a solution. Why would you refer to this as a solution as opposed to an opportunity? Well, in my mind, and many of our minds, there are billions of people in the world that are unbankable. There are billions of people in the world who want to secure and control their money. There are billions of people in the world who are now availed to the inevitable. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. It's the new age of money. Blockchain technology is the financial platform, and not just a financial platform, it's a global platform. You'll be voting on blockchain. You'll be purchasing, some of you purchase now on blockchain. You'll be posting medical records and things of that like on blockchain. Why? Because the days of brick and mortar are over. We're moving in an age where technology is moving as well, and we're now in an age of click and order. You understand what I said so far? Just unmute your mics and say, got it. This is crowd participation tonight.
Got it.
All right.
Got it.
All right. So I want you to think about this now. Privacy. Privacy is a right. Just like abundance is a right. Just as freedom is a right. And all those things have been dwarfed by traditional financial institutions and governments because it's about they're controlling you, controlling our mindset, controlling what we do. Now, we're not anti-government, and truthfully, we're not anti-bank. We just want you to understand the game. All right? But when you own the bank, you never owe the bank. Here, you are positioned to have freedom over your resources. Bankers is decentralized, meaning it's private. It's not, you're not subject to the wiles of central banking. You're not subject to the wiles of ledgers, public ledgers, where all your activity is known. In bankers, we have what's known as fast onboarding because the only thing needed from us, folks, when we apply to bankers, we just need an email and a username. See, there's no need for KYC here. KYC is an acronym, it stands for Know Your Client or Know Your Customer. Without the KYCs, you become a borderless society. There's nowhere in the world where you cannot function and operate, basically. Okay? So how does this work? The person that invited you tonight invited you and they have their referral link at the ready. They're waiting to share with you their referral link. Their referral link is the application that you apply to your phone only to download through the link the Bankers app. Okay? The app works and we work solely through our devices, meaning the Android or iPhone. We work directly within these devices. Okay? When you get our link, you position yourself to install the app through the link. You're not going to a store, a Google store or iPhone store, or Apple store, whatever they call them, to download it from there. No, you receive the download for the app when you receive the link from your inviter. Okay? Once you download that app, you create a username and email address for yourself, and you are in line. You're positioned. You're ready now to get started in this decentralized space. Remember, 100% decentralized. Decentralized, that means decentralized, we're talking private. You control your account and your assets. No banks or central entities are involved. And you position yourself to secure your physical banker's debit card. Now, this is a debit card. This is a card that's used like any other debit card you might have been familiar with in the past, in the sense that it's a prepaid debit card, but you pay in your crypto, and your crypto is converted into cash when you load that crypto onto your card for purchases, for payments, for your own pleasures, right? So we're going to dive a little further into that and let you know what that looks like. In fact, before we get to that portion, I want you to be aware of a tremendous promotion that is happening right now, ends on the 31st. So at the close of New Year's Eve, this promotion is over. You purchase a metal card today between now and the 31st, we're talking about 4 days. You will receive free the digital card, the Banker's digital card. It will automatically be loaded onto your app. All right? It will be Google Play ready, where you can use it in your Google Wallet in January. And those of you who have iPhones, you'll be able to use the iPhone in February. But you're positioned to get it free and avoid the cost of additional card by simply getting your metal card before the 31st. If you understood what I just said, unmute your mics and say, got it.
Got it.
All right. Thank you, Brother William.
Got
Now,
it.
Thank you. No KYCs are involved. You have 100% control of your resources, and the virtual card as well as the physical card are available, a digital card are available to you through your banker's app. And if you get your metal card today or before the 31st, you will receive free the digital card that is Google Wallet qualified to perform in January and Apple Wallet in February. Now, here's what really excites me about this card. Myself, my family, many of us have African origins and roots. West Africa is my roots. When I would travel back and forth and our families were in need there, they needed money. And every one of us who lived in the US, they just assumed we got the money because it's promoted as such, right? So they look for us. I used to have to send transmittals, meaning Western Unions, then later Telegram when it came around, to family members back home. And you always suffered because it was the only way to do it. Understand this. If I wanted to send $50, I had to pay $35 to Western Union to send 50. Isn't that outrageous? Now I no longer have to use Western Union. I no longer have to use Telegram or anything of the like, because inside of Bankers, my family members globally can get their Bankers card. They can apply for that Bankers app. They don't even need the card right away. And I can send money to them seamlessly because the email address they use to apply for the card is the email address that I would need to send our through our email easy money system. See, there are no hidden fees and no transaction fees and no hassle when you send member to member. I can send $10, I can send $1,000, I can send $1 million and more. And not one single fee will I be charged to send between family, member to member. That's fire, isn't it? Okay, the global payment purchase system here that we have, we just simply deposit crypto on our card, and then when we want to send that between folks, we just send what it is that we've deposited. And if we wanted to spend on our card, we just simply take what's deposited and load it onto the card to make it active in the card. We'll learn more about that in just a moment. What I want you to understand additionally, that Bankers is a decentralized digital institution built over a decade of experience, that has built on over a decade of experience in blockchain technology and solutions focused on decentralization. Their purpose is to transform the way the world interacts with money, combining the power of crypto assets with the ease and security of modern banking entities. I want to share with you the mission that they shared with the world: to provide an accessible, secure, and decentralized financial solution to millions of people worldwide, making it easy to use, manage, and monetize cryptocurrencies in everyday life. The vision of Bankers is to become the leading global digital financial entity, integrating technology, simplicity, and innovation into a single platform, driving the mass adoption of crypto assets as a means of payment in the future. Now, to understand that, let's just look at the differences between private and not private, decentralized and centralized. Let's look at the one that's held us, uh, 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 what do you call it when you hog-tied us for ages? Let's look at traditional banking. High fees for transfers and international payments, slow and bureaucratic processes, lack of integration with cryptocurrencies. Many of you had your accounts closed because you introduced idea to commercial banks about cryptocurrencies. Now every commercial bank has a crypto wallet. It's inevitable. Okay. Geographic restrictions and limited access to services, limited service hours and operational availability, strict requirements to open accounts, lack of user control and privacy, financial exclusion for millions of people, and dependence on third parties for transaction validation, which means more money spent that many of us already do not have. I want you to look at what Bankers offers with decentralized digital banking. Low and transparent fees that are powered by blockchain technology, instant transactions with no intermediaries, integrated multi-currency wallet, fiat, and crypto in one app, meaning you can deposit onto your app with USDC or USDT, and you can do it with the option of 3 separate networks. Now, don't confuse this. This is not an exchange. This is just the ability to load crypto in and draw cash out. Woo! Okay. Global access from any country with an internet connection. 24 hours, 7 days a week, platform availability with no interruptions. We're talking about fast, paperless onboarding, everything fully controlled from the app that you have. Okay. Full control of your funds without centralized entities. You know, there's a lot of alphabets out here in the world ruling the world, but you don't have the COO, the CEO, the CFO, the COO between you and your money. Okay. Financial inclusion because of your mobile app that's decentralized, private, and yours. And from there, you can control the interaction of your physical Visa card and soon your digital card. Blockchain technology ensures this, folks. Blockchain technology ensures security, traceability, and autonomy. Now, here's another power. Everybody unmute your mic and say no fees.
No fees.
No fees.
No
No
fee.
fees.
No fees.
Check this out. Do you know in Bankers, there are no maintenance monthly fees? There are no yearly maintenance fees. There's no fees associated with charges on ATM withdrawals, not from Bankers, and no charges from Bankers when you swipe your card. Folks, can any of you say that you enjoy a banking experience with no fees in your commercial banking, traditional banking? You can't say that. You charge fees to maintain a debit card. You charge fees to maintain a credit card. Well, in Bankers, there are no maintenance monthly fees. There's no yearly maintenance fees. There are no charges associated with ATM withdrawals, and there are no charges when you swipe your card. What we charge I mean, get this, folks. We don't even charge to send money between members. We only charge a 4% fee. A 4% fee is charged when the crypto that you have on your card is now loaded, on your app, is now loaded onto your card to utilize as cash or payments. A 4% fee. What does that mean? That means basically, if you load $100 onto your card, Bankers charges you $4, 4% fee. And out of that 4% fee, get this, 1% of it is used in our rewards program that you're going to learn about in just a moment that rewards you passively, residually as an income. Now, what else does Bankers offer, folks? Global accessibility, an intuitive and a secure app on your phone. Remember, we operate from the iPhone or the Android devices. It's a user-friendly interface with simple navigation and blockchain technology that ensures transparency as well as protection. The global accessibility, hey, anywhere you have internet connection, you can connect to Bankers. In fact, Bankers has now moved from 104 countries, and we're now in 153 countries, folks, and climbing. Now, we have what's known as decentralized personal custody fiat conversion. I'm going to explain how those work. Decentralized, again, private. Private personal custody. Nobody has access to your money but you. When you bring your funds to Bankers, you go to any wallet that you have control over, access to, and you can move that crypto onto your Bankers app. Bankers does not get in between, does not interfere, does not intervene in the initial custody of exchange from wherever those funds are to your banker's app. That's number one. Okay. Fiat conversion, excuse the vernacular, it comes from New York, but it's rather fly. Because in the fiat conversion, we have a bankers, the app is linked to Cryptolat, which is a bridge exchange just outside of Croatia. All right. And the control remains with you. What happens is you have an app that recognizes the value of your crypto in United States dollar value. Okay. So your USDT and your USDC give you whole dollar and cents amounts so that we can relate to the value we placed on the card. And of course, that's a universal happening, right? Now, what happens now when you've taken your deposit and loaded it onto your card for activity, and let's say you want to go to the ATM to withdraw, you put your card in the ATM and you put your PIN in the ATM and the money's come out. If you notice, you didn't have to do anything regarding the crypto. You didn't have to exchange it. You didn't have to convert it anywhere. It's automatic and built into the app via Cryptolat. Cryptolat has been a part of the bankers community for years. Okay, so what happens is anywhere you are in the world withdrawing your funds, the funds will come out in the local currency. So if you're in Jamaica, I like using Jamaica because I know the rate, Jamaican dollar to the US dollar. If I'm in Jamaica and I go to the bank and I withdraw $100, the $100 will come out in the Jamaican currency, the Jamaican dollar. Now, here's the power in it. We're talking power now. The Jamaican dollar, for every US dollar, it equals 160 Jamaican dollars. That means that your US dollar value has tremendous power. So if you go to withdraw $10 Jamaican, then you're going to get $10 worth of Jamaican. When you withdraw $10 in the US value, now you're withdrawing 160 times 10. And now you've added more value to your spending base. You've added more value to your holdings. And see, this is key. This is why we encourage this program, the referral program, because it pays out in US value anywhere in the world. And if your dollar is devalued and the US dollar is stronger, that means you'll have more to work with from your ATM withdrawal. If you understood what I just said, unmute your mics and say, got it.
Got it.
Got it.
Got it.
Folks, in the United States, the average citizen could have avoided foreclosure on their home in 2025 if they just had an additional $500 come into their home monthly beyond their paycheck. So I know this looks like the land of the wealthy, and it can be. The more control you have of the abundance, the more you're positioned to be a part of the wealth. But I want you to understand something here. Our jobs, just like your jobs globally, were not designed to give you the freedom that you might be seeking. They were designed to commit you and I as the citizens to the hamster wheel and to the motor of government, of society. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're looking for it to give you what it has not so far, chances are it will not, because if you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always got. All right? So what happens here? When you have a paycheck once a week, once a month, twice a month, it's already committed to obligations financially before you receive it. And it's not like your check increased with the cost of living. It's not like your check is increased to the point that you need life style costs met. It has not, and it won't. But anytime you can operate outside of that uh, reception of funds, adding more to your office, adding more to your holdings, and privately, that means you're gaining inch by inch full control of the economy under your own roof. I think that would be something you want to have. Now, let's look at the cost of the cards. Now, the cards do go up in January. How much, I don't know. But you're in a great position to take advantage now and plus get a free virtual card as well. I mean, digital card as well. Now, the metal card is $75 plus $10 shipping and handling. That's a total of $85 that you spend as cost of the metal card. The plastic card is $35 plus $10 for shipping. Y'all celebrate those here in the U.S. who just received their cards within a 2-week time frame. Congratulations to Pastor Pam and others. 2 weeks, folks. 2 weeks. That means we're doing something right to move this forward to give greater impact and greater flexibility and greater control of the shipping process. Shout out to Cargo 555. All right, now. Or is that 599? I can't remember. But shout out to you, cargo company. Now, the cost of the plastic, $35, $10 shipping. The cost of the metal, $75, $10 shipping. What is the difference between the two cards other than one being plastic and one being metal? The only difference is the daily spending limit. The daily spending limit on the plastic card is $2,500. The metal card does not possess a daily spending limit, only a process by which you can increase for your swipe. We had a discussion on the low end Maserati last night with Brother Neville. And all he needs to do is let bankers know that he wants to spend 100,000 plus for his Maserati, and they'll make the funds available to what based on what he has on account, of course. It's not a credit card. And then he just simply swipes his card to the amazement of all the holders, and he drives off the lot with his car. You have that power with the metal card. Your daily loading limits are 50,000 a day. You can't deposit more than $50,000 per day on the card. And when we say per day, we're talking about 7 days a week. Okay. So you might need to make, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 deposits per 3 days to make the deposit to get the Maserati you want, or swipe for the home you want to purchase. Just a thought. Now, I talked to you about the rewards program only in this sense. I talked about no fees and the one fee that bankers charges. They charge a 4% fee when you take your crypto and load it onto your card for activity, right? Now, what happens in that 4%, 1% of that comes back to you and I. It comes back to the rewards program that offers residual income. See, bankers doesn't just decentralize finance, it democratizes opportunity. The rewards program is designed to give every user the chance to generate income simply and automatically while promoting the global adoption of the financial institution. Let's look at the card itself. Currently, we have a structure that allows you to earn a commission on every card sale inside of your network, 3 levels deep. So whether it be a plastic card at $35 or a metal card at $75, when it's purchased inside your network, if they're on your level 1, you receive 10% commission against the cost of the card, not shipping, the cost of the card. When they're on your level 2, you receive more than what you received on level 1. You receive a whopping 15% against the purchase of that card on your second level. And when the third level begins to grow, you receive another 10% on that card. That's 3 levels deep, right? how many people would you bring knowing that this kind of commission, this kind of earnings is waiting for you? Folks, let's look at the metal card. $75 is the cost that the commissions are generated against. On your level one, that's $7.50. That's almost $10. But on your level two, you eclipse $10. On level two, car purchase on that level, you receive $11.25. That's more than $10. And level three, when that card is purchased on that level, you receive $7.50. Now the percentages stay the same whether they're metal or plastic. Let's look at the plastic card. Plastic card, you receive $3.50, $5.25 on level two, and $3.50 on level three. And this can happen over and over as your community grows. So does your income when the cards are secured. And check this out. That 1% we talked about, 4% is charged, 3% stays with the company because that's the cost of doing business, but 1% of it comes back to the field to be redistributed in a passive residual income. Now, why do I say passive residual income? It's passive residual income because there's no stop to it. Each time a card is reloaded by a user, Bankers rewards those in the referral network with 1% distributed across 3 levels. If you add up all the amounts here, the percentage level 1, level 2, level 3, that equals 1%. The second level earns more than the first and the third level. But the beauty about all 3 levels, this is unlimited. I just came through a healthy and explosive Christmas week because I have close to 800 persons in the network. I've sponsored personally 150 people. And when they topped off their cards, I got a commission. And when they ran out of money to use on their card, they topped it off again. I got another commission. And this is unlimited, folks. This is unlimited. So let's say, for the sake of saying here, let's say that you have a second level person who loads 50,000 onto their card. Well, 1% of 50,000 is $500. However, on my level 2, I would receive, or you would receive if it's you, 0.43%, almost a half percent against that $500. On your level 1, you receive 0.285%. On level 3, you receive 0.285%. And this can happen over and over and over and over again, folks, because this represents passive residual income. If you understood what I just said, just unmute your mics and say, got it.
I got it.
Got it.
And in closing on this, folks, I want to show you the power of multiplication and security. This is a very sweet space for you to be in. Number one, because you're at the top of your organization. You control how many people you invite, how many people you invite. You control that. How many people would you put in front of the opportunity, like the Zooms that we just showed you? How many people would you do that with, right? So now you're in a situation where you are in full control. See, everybody in life manages to a number. I don't care what the dynamic is. You have to manage to a number to achieve goals, to be on schedules, to be on time, to get fed, to go to the restroom. Everything manages to a number. So here you are. You bring one person, you got 10% working for you. That person decides they want to build a business. Now you have 15% working for you in commission on the second level, and you have another deep level of 10%ers. But here's the thing. You also had the passive residual income when they load that card. You receive incomes, 2.43%. I mean, 2.285%, 0.43%, and 0.285% respectively for the life of the opportunity over and over and over. Now, what makes it so powerful is when you have more than one account, you created a multiplier. You can go as far wide as you want. It's going to create abundance and secured abundance. Because if you sponsor two people, now you have two multiplied by three. Why? Because there's three levels, right? When you sponsored 100 people, like Brother Neville in the example yesterday, there's 100 people, three levels deep. That's 300 levels of potential income, 300 levels of potential passive residual income when your community continues to load their card. Make sense? Now, you say you want to grow your business. Well, some of you are romanticizing that. But if you want an effective downline, look at it this way. How many of you can have grandchildren without first having children? It all starts somewhere. It starts with you, folks. Manage your numbers. Well, that's all I have for you tonight. Now, what I'd like to do is move to any questions you might have or comments you might have. You can simply just raise your hand by hitting the react button at the bottom of the screen and hit raise hand, and we'll acknowledge you. Or your position to unmute in the event that you can't find it. But please be respectful of those who are trying to come forward with a raised hand. Floor is open. Any questions before we close? Any comments? Beverly Lavers, great morning, great evening. Is it Lavers or
Yes, good
Lavers?
evening. Yes, good evening. So next year I want to pay off my house. So if I put $250,000 on that card, I have to call Banquets to get it approved for me to pay off the
Yes,
house.
yes, 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 because that protects you. They just know that that's not somebody utilizing your card. That's all. So
Oh,
you're 200, but it has to be on the metal card.
right. I got the mail. Yeah, I'm getting that. Yes. Oh,
Great.
wow. That's great. Just call them and let them know how much.
Just let them know.
Okay. Well,
Let them
thank you
know that
much. Thank you
you're
much.
welcome. And the process is going to be introduced in January as to how to make that happen because the support center and everything will be open live for us.
Great.
Great, great question.
Yeah, thank you.
Go ahead and pay off that house, and we'll drive up in Neville's Maserati and
Okay.
and hang out with you.
Brother Eric, it's any.
Hold on, I got a hand first, sister.
Oh,
Go ahead, Mr. Tim.
Yeah, are they gonna eventually have bankers hats, shirts, and coffee mugs, things like that?
All that merchandise is coming forward. It'll definitely be here by the time of the event in Atlanta. However, some of that merchandise will be made available in January. You'll be able to see it and make orders. Yes, sir.
Cool.
Great, great. I mean, that's the business card of the day, folks. The merch is the business card. Okay. Thank you for that. Go ahead, Diva.
I encountered some problems today with my card. They wouldn't let me take the cash out. They just keep saying it was declined by my bank or something.
Okay. So did you go to another bank?
Yeah, I went to three of them.
Okay. This is what I need you to do.
Hmm.
I'm going to put a process on the screen for you to follow, and I need you to take a screenshot of it, okay?
Okay.
Okay, give me one moment to get to it, folks. In the meantime, while I'm trying to get to that, go ahead, Sister Tyson.
Great day, sir.
Great day to you, Queen.
I'm interested in I really like this product. I'm really excited about this. Are we able to do like working tables, vending tables, just kind of having an informational platform for this? Because
Absolutely.
go ahead.
No, I'll say absolutely. I got ahead of you. Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Oh, Queen, thank you. Thank you. And just so that y'all know, I know a little bit about Sister Tyson. And I can tell you, she's a great financial mind. You know, she's one that you can go to. She's very resourceful. She has programs that she launches. She has a understanding and could possibly give you some advice that you might be looking for. And you will see more of her in the future, I am sure, because of the kind of power she represents. I'm looking for the screen here, folks, so bear with me because I want to post, and this could be for anyone who might find themselves in a situation and need to know how to communicate it to support. So give me one moment more, please.
I don't want to interrupt, but I know I was the last one to speak. I just
Come
wanted
on.
to bring out something that I noticed as a need in the community as far as it goes with crypto. History wise, some of us have maybe accumulated crypto in spaces where we could not transfer it into cash. And I
Right.
see this card being another pathway outside of another bigger company that I'm not going to say, but they had kind of cut a lot of those people off that were using it when we first started in Bitcoin. And now I see this particular product can be another gateway in order for you to transfer your crypto into cash.
Yes,
All right.
absolutely. 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 And this is what we mean when Brother Neville talked about being a solution as opposed to just an opportunity. Because this can heal a lot of people. It can make us whole and complete again. I just found it after I share it here. Everyone take a screenshot of it, and then I'll move to Brother Tony there in Shy Cold Go. All
All
right.
right, Brother Eric.
Let me know if y'all can see the technology tip on the screen. Can you see it, Diva?
Yes, we can see it.
Thank you. Thank you. Take a screenshot, folks, because this is the process when you run into issues transaction wise. If you or anyone on your teams have a transaction issue, please provide the following information when sending a message of support. Currently, you can send that message to our technical liaison here on our Eagle team, Mr. Fred Moore, but you send to support first and then allow him to back it up. Okay. You want to send date and time of transaction, your card number, the merchant name or the banking institution, the amount of the transaction, and the exact message of failure on, on receipt or on your point of sale screen. A copy of the paper receipt if generated. Okay. Also, I just want to share this part, but you also want to share your email address and your username. Okay. So take this information along with your email address and username. Okay. When you submit, very important. Very important. These are the things that are needed for support in a decentralized space to gain access to what the problem might have been if there was a problem on the end of bankers. They'll need that information. If y'all got it, unmute your mics and say got it.
Got it.
Got it.
Thank you very much.
Got it.
Thank
All right.
you. Thank you. All right, Brother Tony. Great evening to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Brother Eric, peace and blessings. I was wondering if there were some video, instructional videos on how to load the card.
There are, and I thought I was going to hear from you a couple of days ago, but what I'll do here is show you how to load the card. Okay. Now you talking about putting it on the card as a first time?
Yes, sir.
All right. Give me one moment. See if I can pull it up here. Share my Zoom. Wrong share. One moment. All right. So this is how it works, Brother Tony. I'm going to go to the
Sir.
Bankers app. Are you able to see the screen, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to go to the Bankers app. And how you deposit onto your card, you know you're working with USDT or USDC, and it comes from an option of 3 networks. And this is what I mean. You select deposit, and you're going to select currency type. For the sake of this, Brother Tony, what currency would you be using? Would you be using USDT or USDC to bring onto your card? Bring onto your app.
Um, I'm not sure. Either one, I guess, sir. I'm not sure.
Okay. So let's say USDT. That's the one
Mhm.
selected by default. When I select that,
Okay.
it's going to give you 3 network options. Okay. So many of us operate out of the Ethereum network, like USDT ERC20 or USDC ERC20. Some of us operate out of Tron. Some of us operate out of the Binance Smart Chain network. It's very important that you choose the right network in order to receive the deposit. So, Brother Tony, I think you work more out of the Ethereum, correct? The ERC20? I think you worked from the past from Coinbase or anything like that. You're muted, so I can't if you're speaking, I can't hear you.
Yes, I have Coinbase.
Okay, you have Coinbase. So that's an Ethereum network. That's ERC20. So you want to select the ERC20 network. As it says in the instructions, select the network to display your wallet. So now you want to go to Ethereum ERC20. When you go there and select that, you're going to get a warning to alert you to send only USDT from Ethereum ERC20. Deposits via BEP20 and TRC20 are not accepted. So because you chose the network, you can only send the coin associated with that network. And Coinbase is an Ethereum network. So therefore, you're able to use USDT from Coinbase and send directly to your account on the Ethereum network. So now once you click understood, it gives you the QR code as well as the address underneath. Let me see if I can annotate that for you. The QR code, you can simply scan if you're in the position to. Otherwise, you will come down to the bottom here where you see the address, the full address that the QR code represents. That's the deposit address into Bankers. Okay. So all you want to do there at that point is just click on the address, the copy icon there, just click on it and it will capture it. Let me stop the annotation. So just click on the duplication icon or the copy icon at the end of the address, and it says address copied to clipboard. You with me so far, Brother Tony?
Got it.
Okay. So now that address, you're going to go to Coinbase with it. You're going to select the coin you want to send, and then you you paste rather what you just copied from your Bankers app, which is the address that you're sending the crypto too, and it'll be there in a matter of seconds. That's how you send the money to your banker's app. You got it?
Okay. Yes, sir. Are you going to be, will this video be uploaded to your YouTube channel, sir?
I don't know for sure, sir, because YouTube has initiated some additional restrictions, and I just had to make sure that I'm in
Okay.
compliance. Okay. But
Understand.
hopefully we'll know later tonight because if it's approved, it'll show up. All right. Now, the other part of the process is loading the card. Because it's one thing to make the deposit, but in order for your card to be active, you have to have funds on the card. You have three separate categories here. The general shows you how much is on the card available, how much is available on your account in the app for crypto. And then you can isolate it. You can click on the card tab and you see what's not available there. And you can click on the crypto tab and see how much you have available that you can load onto your card. All right. So now what happens here, I'm going to select load. You see there's 4 circles there: send, deposit, my transactions, and load. I select load. And I'm going to move $10. I have an available balance to show it to you. There's an available balance of $34 in crypto. I'm going to load $10 of it now. Now I will be charged a 4% commission, and that commission is written out in pesos, but don't trip on that. $10 US, 4% of that, if I'm not mistaken, is 4 cents or 40 cents. All right. So now 4%, yeah, 4 cents. So now I'm gonna $10 what I'm loading. How much do you want to recharge? $10. Okay. Then I hit recharge card, and then I confirm the transaction when I hit continue to. And it was done. All I need to do is hit accept. And as you can see up top, my $34 availability has now been reduced to $24.42. Right? And when I go to the bank's homepage, you see now I have $10 and a penny available on the account, on the card. Y'all got it? If you don't load to the card, then you have nothing to use on the card. So think about this crypto as a wallet or a purse that you're carrying, and you want to add money to the card to spend. That's what you just did. So hopefully that was helpful. Anyone else before we close
Thank you,
out?
Brother Eric.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Muhammad.
Hey,
Hi.
Sister Patricia.
Hi, I just want to verify. So, um, you said first, so every time you get ready to spend the money off the crypto card, you got to go transfer the money over to Coinbase and then transfer it back.
No,
No, you got to
I didn't say.
transfer.
I didn't
Wait,
say.
wait,
I didn't
let's
say
go.
any.
Okay.
I didn't say any of that at all.
Oh, okay. You said you got to go first, you got to load it
I'm talking about inside the app.
inside the app. You got to load it in order for you to see it on your card for you to use it.
Correct.
You
See,
always got to hit load.
correct.
So even if you move wherever you move money from to bankers, it goes in the deposit first, and then you got to load it onto the card, correct?
That's right. Exactly right.
Okay. Okay. Wherever it's coming from. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you. I needed to confirm that.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you.
You helped me to bring great clarity by your explanation. Thank you. Anyone else? Well, folks, it's been a plum pleasing pleasure to share with you tonight. I'm encouraging you to join us on Tuesday with Mr. Al Aarons and Mr. Fred Moore, as well as Thursdays. Remember, it's 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern time zones, and they're on different Zooms. In the chat, we put the WhatsApp group to join for news and updates. And so I'm encouraging you, in case you were not here, I'm going to place it one more time as soon as I find it. Okay, and I just put it in the chat. Join our Team Believe Bankers International group on WhatsApp. That link is there for news and updates, also there for promotions and events. And it's also there because when we're able to upload trainings and presentations related to bankers, we place them there in that group. I also place every now and again those things that we do on the Wealth Minister YouTube channel. All right, we're in a series nowadays, as a matter of fact, of sharing uh, the science of getting rich with Wallace D. Waddles. I do a chapter. Each presentation consists of one chapter, and then I give it a little analysis. So it's like an open book club without y'all having to be there. Okay, but it's on the channel. So anyone else before we move, because the next time I'll see you, we'll be approaching the eve of a new year. Any questions, comments?
Hey, Brother Eric, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir, Brother Melvin. Welcome.
I just wanted to thank you just to piggyback on the readings that you do and just recommend people listen, folks. I listened to it for the first time when he was doing that reading. Let me tell you, man, oh man, if that didn't energize my spirit, that was some good stuff in that chapter, Eric. I appreciate it very much. Back to you.
Increasing life. Yes, sir. Thank you. Folks, I'm seeing private messages sent from a few people to call afterwards. I have a meeting with corporate once I hang up this Zoom, so it might be a little later or it might be tomorrow before I'm able to get back to you. But it's pretty involved, okay? So with that being said, please do yourselves a huge favor. Unmute your mics, love on each other, and we will see each and every one of you on the next live stream. Thank everyone. God bless. Forward.
Thank you, Brother Eric.
God bless.
Thank
Bank
you,
with
Eric.
us.
Thanks,
God
everyone. Have a good
bless.
day.
Thank you, Brother Eric.
Bank with us. Like that.
Yes, you said it.
Blessings.
Peace and blessings.
Blessings.